for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On first down, Fields.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
To throw is Fields.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd and 14.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields flushed out right. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10, 49 yard line. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Let's get some penetration here.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's caught by Sims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fields. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Fields. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
At the Bears' 42-yard line.
2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now Fields.
Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. He's scared. Mike 14.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flush to his right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he gets it to Sims, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Here's Fields.
Open man here, Sims, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Fields now to throw.
The throw taken in by Sims. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
To throw is Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
To the air again, Fields.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Steven Sims with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll try and throw for it.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Put down by Jalen Johnson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give, this is Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. I tell you, he is closing in on a 300-yard receiving game now. He's maybe 1 catch away as he's got a 1st there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
On play action, Fields.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right. Maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Fields throwing again.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Following the fumble recovery. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end if it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Zach Bond able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.